Hello guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I've got a new Twitter header design for you guys to learn, and it's kind of similar to a tutorial that I've done in the past where I've just used circles, but it's kind of a different style and it looks pretty nice, and I thought I'd show you guys how to use it. But the background I'm using in this design is one from Google. I literally just typed in landscapes. You can use a gaming picture, it could be a gaming wallpaper or something like that. It doesn't have to be a landscape, but I just thought I'd use one just because I thought it looked pretty nice for this tutorial. And yeah, this tutorial actually shouldn't be too long. This is quite a nice, easy one to do, although it still looks pretty nice. So yeah, I thought I showed you guys how to do it. So yeah, so first off, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to File, New, and the dimensions we're gonna be using are 1500 by 500 pixels, just because those are the dimensions of a Twitter header. And once we've done that, just wanna press OK. And okay, so now that we've got our white canvas right here, we want to go to our foreground color and we want to make an offset black. We don't want it to be fully black because that won't work, but we want it to be an offset black. So just kind of, you guys can see that it's kind of just off a pitch black pretty much. And you just want to press OK. Now we're going to go to our paint bucket tool, which is right here. You want to click and hold and just go to your paint bucket tool. Just click, and now you can see it's kind of a grey. And actually I think I want it a bit darker than this, so what I can do is I can press Command U, and I can just use this tab right here, and I can decide how dark I want it to be. And if I wanted to make it fully pitch black, I can just make it -100, but like I said before, we don't really want that. So I think I'll probably go for about -75, that should be fine. And okay, so now that we've done that, we're now going to import our picture. So it's going to click, drag it in, just like that. Like I said, you can use a gaming picture, it doesn't have to be a landscape like this one. And you just want to resize it just to make sure it fills the whole canvas. You want to hold Alt and Shift while you resize it, just so you don't reposition, just so you don't do this, because it just rescales the picture and it'll look really stretched, and we don't want that. So once we let me just click and drag it in again, and let me just resize it. Okay, so now that we've got our picture to the right size, we're going to click on the tick, and now we have finished transforming it. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the blending option and then go to overlay. And you can't really see it right now, but if this was pitch black, then you wouldn't be able to see it at all. So what I might do is I might make the background a bit brighter. So again, I'm going to press Command U, and we're just going to change our brightness a little, and that should be fine. It should really be quite difficult to see while you're editing it, just because we will be adding a light source. And yeah, so let's actually do that right now. So we're going to make a new layer, make sure the new layer is above the background layer of the image, and we're going to press B on our keyboard to use the brush, and we're going to make sure that our foreground color is a black. And we want to make sure that the brush size is reasonably big, kind of like this, and we can use our square bracket keys to resize the brush like that. And we want it to be, I think that'll be a decent size. Just click once, we can press Command Z if you want to reposition the light. We're just going to make sure it's centered, and that should be fine. And now we use to lower the opacity down a bit, and it should actually make the background image a bit easier to see, although you probably won't be able to see it fully right now. And okay, so now that we've done that, now we're going to actually start making all the circles. And to do that, we need to make sure that they're centered. So what we're going to do is we're going to unlock the background layer just by clicking on the padlock. We're going to press Command T, so we get these lines going around the outside, and then we're going to use our rulers. If you don't have a rulers showing around the outside of your workspace, just press Command R, and they'll hide and show them. And you can just click, drag them in just like that. And if they don't show right away, you can just press Command colon, and that will show your rulers. And you can also use that to hide the rulers when you don't want to see them. And yeah, so you're just going to drag both guides in just like that. So we have these two blue guides here pointing into the center of our design, and you can tell it's the center because you've got this icon right in the center there. And okay, so now we've got the basis for where our circles are going to be. So we're going to click on our shape tool right here, and we're going to make sure the fill is transparent. So we're going to click on the fill, make sure it's this icon with the line going through it. We're going to go to our stroke, and this is where we decide what color we're going to use. These preset colors are pretty useful, although you can make your own. And I think we're going to use this one, and this color code is FFB358. So you guys can just copy that down and just press OK once you selected the color. And you just want to click and hold Alt and Shift, and you just want to drag out, and now you can see that we've basically made our circle, and it has a stroke. Once you've made that shape, you'll get this properties window open, and here we can actually edit the shape. properties. So I'm going to increase the stroke a bit, just like that. It should be fine. I think we use 24 points for this stroke. And once we've done that, we're going to press Command J to duplicate the circle. We're going to press Command T. We're going to hold Alt and Shift and drag out again, and we're going to make another circle just like that. And now we've got 2 circles, obviously, and we're actually going to increase the points or the thickness of this stroke on the second circle. We don't want to increase it too much. I think that'll be fine. And okay, so now we've got our circles, and now we're going to actually add some layer styles to it. So we're going to double click on the top ellipse, which is this outer ellipse right here, and we're going to go to inner glow, and I think this is the preset that I used in the example. You make sure the blend mode is on overlay, make sure the opacity is on 75. I think these are already the default settings, so you might already have these, and you just want to play around with it. You don't want it to be too overwhelming, otherwise it would just make the whole shape white pretty much. So you just want to play around with it, see what looks best. I think that'll be fine. So we got 16 choke by 10 size, and that should be fine. So just press OK. And now that we've done our outer ellipse, we just want to copy it towards the inner one. So you just want to right click on the ellipse that we just edited, go to copy layer style, right click on the bottom one and go to paste layer style, and now you can see that we basically just transferred the effect that we just made. Although sometimes it can look better without it, just have one with the effect and then one without it. And also it can look quite nice to have some of the rings different colors, so it might be something to consider when you're making your own design. And okay, so now that we've done that, I'm going to go to my ellipse tool again. I'm going to press Command colon to show you my guides. We're going to go to the top ellipse, and then we're just going to click, drag out another new circle, and just like that, it looks pretty good. And now what we're going to do is we're going to change the color to a white, and sometimes it won't have the circle. I mean the background image effect when you change the color. So if you do get that, you might just need to change it just like that, or you might just need to play around with it, because now you can see now it's affecting it, and now when we go back to the white, it isn't. So you might just need to play around with it and try and get it to work. It's quite fidgety, I'm not gonna lie, but okay, so I think we're just gonna go for a bit of a darker white. It didn't look like the white was working, so we're gonna go for a bit of a grey, and that looks pretty fine. So now that we've done that, we're gonna decrease the stroke by a lot. I think that should be fine. About 8 pixels should be fine, or 8 points, sorry. And yeah, so now we've basically set up all of our circles, and now we're going to put the text in the middle. So we're going to show our guides again. Press T on your keyboard, and you want to click outside of the of your canvas, because if you click it inside, you can see that the icon has a bit of a circle around it, and we don't want that, because that means that the text will be inside the circle, and it just makes things a lot more harder to edit. So just going to click outside of your design. I'm going to put tutorial as the word, and we can just hold command and just hold shift and drag out just like that, and then we can hold command and just drag it in, and yeah, so it works. That's how you add text to these kind of banners. And the font I'm using is called the Gotham Bold Regular. I am using this font quite a lot recently, so I definitely recommend you getting it. It's a very good font. And yeah, okay, so now that we've done that, this is pretty much the finished tutorial. It's quite a nice tutorial. There's lots of variations you can do. I've even got these white circles around the outside right here, and I'll show you guys how to do that right now as well. But there's a lot, like I said, there's a lot of things you can do with this type of design. And okay, so to get this outer glow, well, not really a glow, this outer white circle, all you need to do is go to, you can just duplicate any of your ellipses, press Command T, just drag it out to the outside, just like that. And if you don't have any of the properties showing where we had before to edit the stroke, all we need to do is go to our shape tool, and then it will appear here. And I just want to increase this quite a lot, actually. I think that should be fine. And we're going to press Command T, we're going to even make it a bit bigger. So just to hold Shift and Alt and just make it a bit bigger, just like that. And then we're going to go and edit the color to a white or to a grey. Yeah, so I think, okay, that should be fine. And now what we're going to do is we're going to lower the opacity right down. And now you can see we've got a bit of the color showing. And yeah, so it looks pretty cool. I quite like it. And I might actually make it a bit lighter, so let's see if the white's working. Nope, the white is still not going to work. So okay, yes, you might just want to play around with it. I think these greys, like I said before, the presets are really helpful, and they actually work quite well in these kind of things. So yeah, so that's basically this tutorial, guys. You can even change the colors like to a pink like this. It kind of looks nice on a low opacity as well. So yeah, that's how you do this tutorial, guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, please don't forget to leave a like. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.